She chuckled under her breath and gave my hand a gentle squeeze, the way you comfort a frightened child. "You're overthinking," she told me. "He's only a friend." The way she said it was effortless, almost too smooth. We were standing in the kitchen, the scent of freshly brewed coffee still lingering around us. Her phone vibrated on the counter, lighting up briefly before she quickly turned it face down. I caught the name again, Mark. The same name that had been popping up more frequently over the last few months. Late messages after midnight. Work calls that stretched on forever. Dinners she claimed were for professional connections. Every time I questioned it, she responded with that same expression, calm, soothing, dismissive. "He's married," she added, as if that alone erased all doubt. "You're imagining things." I wanted to trust her. Desperately. We'd spent 12 years together. Built habits, shared laughter, survived arguments that left marks you don't see. You don't throw all of that away over a gut feeling. So I forced the doubt down and nodded along. Still, a weight settled in my chest. Suspicion doesn't appear without reason. It grows slowly, fed by patterns you pretend not to see. 2 evenings later, she said she'd be staying late for a meeting. Same relaxed tone. Same careless shrug. I should be home around 10. I watched her get ready more closely than I ever had. She spent extra time fixing her hair. Chose a perfume she usually saved for special moments. When she kissed me goodbye, it felt rehearsed. 15 minutes after she left, I picked up my keys. I wasn't sure what I was searching for, evidence, reassurance, or proof that I was wrong. I drove toward a restaurant she had mentioned once, a place I remembered Mark liking because his name had come up often enough for small details to stick. The parking lot wasn't full when I arrived. I didn't go inside. I stayed in the car, gripping the steering wheel, my pulse racing like I was about to do something illegal. Then I saw them through the glass. They weren't seated across from one another like coworkers. They sat side by side, too close. Her hand rested casually on his arm while she laughed, her head tilting the same way it used to when we were first falling in love. He leaned toward her, said something that made her smile openly, without restraint. Something inside me cracked without making a sound. I reached for the door handle just as another car pulled in next to mine. A woman stepped out, scanning the restaurant with the same tight tension I felt burning inside my chest. She looked exhausted, anxious, and resolute all at once. Our eyes met for a brief, uncomfortable moment. She hesitated, then walked toward me. "Are you waiting for someone?" she asked. I swallowed hard. "My wife." Her expression stiffened. "Mine too," she said quietly. "Well, my husband." We stood there without speaking, the truth settling between us without needing explanation. She followed my stare toward the window and gasped softly when she saw them. "That's Mark," she whispered. "And that's my wife," I said. Neither of us cried. There was no shouting, no dramatic scene, just a shared emptiness that comes when denial finally collapses. "Do you want to go inside?" she asked. I thought about my wife's smile that morning. "You're being paranoid. He's just a friend." "No," I said. "Let's wait." We sat together at a small table outside, close enough to see everything through the glass. Close enough to notice how Mark's hand slid onto my wife's knee. How she didn't pull away. How she leaned toward him, relaxed and familiar. I felt anger, but also an unexpected calm. The worst had already happened. There was nothing left to fear. They finished eating and walked out about 20 minutes later, still laughing. My wife stopped cold when she saw me. Her smile disappeared instantly. "What are you doing here?" she asked, panic sharpening her voice. I stood up slowly. "I arrived early," I said. "With a friend." Mark's wife stepped forward beside me. The color drained from his face. No one spoke. The silence felt heavy, final. "This isn't what it looks like," my wife began automatically. I looked at her, really looked, and realized how unfamiliar she seemed. "You told me I was imagining things," I said. "You said he was just a friend." Mark's wife let out a bitter laugh. "Interesting," she said. He said the same about her. There was nothing left to say. No excuse worth hearing. Together, we turned away and walked back to our cars. I didn't look behind me. I didn't need to. When I got home, the house felt different when I opened the door. Quieter, emptier, but honest, for the first time in months. Some truths cut deep, but lies leave longer scars. That night, with nothing left except my self-respect, I finally stopped feeling paranoid and started feeling clear.